Well, to get a grip on the crisis, Sri Lanka is tightening its purse strings. It will limit imports of fuel, but that's going to be a further impact, people already struggling with months of shortages. Rebecca Bundin reports from Colombo.
Tuk-tuk driver Mohammed Shafran is hardly able to work these days. Getting petrol for his vehicle involves waiting in line for days amid fuel shortages in Sri Lanka. His earnings have dropped, food prices have soared, and with 4 children, it's hard for him to support them now.
Petrol
Sri Lanka is mired in more than $50 billion of foreign debt that it can't repay, bringing the country to its knees. A shortage of foreign exchange reserves has impacted imports like fuel. Sri Lanka's energy minister on Monday said that the country would restrict energy imports for the next year. Sri Lanka simply doesn't have enough dollars to buy supplies from abroad. Pressure is rapidly mounting on the new government to address the problems. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe was voted in to replace former leader Gotabaya Rajapaksa as president by Parliament last week. But for some, that's not enough.
Please, request, want a new government, new president, good government. Please, food, everything we as a want, need it, honestly need it.
Some protesters are continuing to challenge the government as they consider the new president to be an ally of Mr. Rajapaksa, who they blame for Sri Lanka's deep economic crisis. But others want to give the new administration a chance to ease the problems that they're facing.
To heal the economy, the government is trying to secure a bailout from the IMF. But the IMF itself is also looking for more stability in the country in order to proceed. In recent comments, the IMF's managing director said the lender will work with the government as long as the leader, quote, enjoys support and has the longevity to lead the country. Until some form of external relief comes around, the situation is only going to get more and more desperate for many Sri Lankans.
No one can deny the urgency that people are going to go into starvation. We are in a humanitarian crisis. So really it's to see this week what the government comes up with in terms of addressing these essential needs. To start off with, they'll have to start giving assistance to the most vulnerable. There's talk of cash grants. So this needs to be addressed in terms of getting the assistance to the most vulnerable, addressing those inequalities, because if not, Sri Lanka is going to face new cycles of violence.
The government is seeking help from India and China to try to ease its fuel and broader financial woes, as Sri Lankans like Mohammed Shafran await solutions to the crisis. Rebecca Bundin, CNA, Colombo.